Title: The Crypto Casino. The mathematical proof that 95% of altcoin investors lose money, and why the house, exchanges, always wins. Duration: 20 to 25 minutes. Opening hook: you're at a party. It's 2021, the peak of the crypto craze. Your friend Dave won't stop talking about it. He's got a Coinbase account. He's got a Robinhood account. He's got 3 different wallets you've never heard of. He's using words like DeFi, and staking, and liquidity pools, like they're going out of style. He pulls out his phone. Shows you his portfolio. It's up 400%. 400%. He put in 5 grand, now it's 20. He's a genius. He's figured it out. He's going to be a millionaire by 30. You feel that feeling. The FOMO. The fear of missing out. Everyone's getting rich except you. Everyone's figured out the secret except you. So you do it. You open an account. You transfer some money. You buy Bitcoin. You buy Ethereum. You buy Dogecoin because Dave said it's going to the moon. You buy Shiba Inu because it's funny. You buy some random coin called Comb Rocket because, well, you don't really know why. For a few weeks, it's great. Everything is going up. Your portfolio is green. You're checking your phone every 5 minutes. You're telling your friends. You're a genius now too. Then it happens. The market turns. Everything starts going down. Not a little. A lot. Bitcoin drops 20%. Ethereum drops 30. Your random altcoins drop 50. Then 60. Then 70. You tell yourself it's just a dip. It'll come back. You buy more. It drops more. You buy more. It drops more. You stop checking your phone. You can't look. You've lost half your money. Then 3/4. Then more. You sell. Not because you want to. Because you have to. Because you can't watch it go to zero. You add it all up. You put in 10,000. You got back 3. You lost $7,000. And Dave? Dave lost 2. He just didn't tell you. Nobody tells you about the losses. They only tell you about the wins. Here's the thing. You're not alone. You're not unlucky. You're not stupid. You're just playing a game you didn't understand. A game where the odds are stacked against you. A game where the house always wins. Introduction. Hi, what's up? And I spend way too much time thinking about crypto. Like, probably an unhealthy amount. I've watched 2 full cycles now. The 2017 boom and bust. The 2021 boom and bust. I've watched friends get rich on paper and then lose it all. I've watched the hype, the hope, the desperation, the regret. If you're someone who's ever bought a coin because someone on TikTok told you to, or if you've ever looked at your crypto portfolio and felt that sick feeling in your stomach, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because what I'm about to say might make some people angry. It might get me yelled at in the comments. But I promise you, by the end of this video, you're going to understand crypto in a way that most people never do. Now, before we dive in, I want to make something clear. Most people think investing is about having a lot of money. The truth? It's about what you keep. I'm building a community at the Frugal Investor newsletter where we strip away the hype and focus on high-impact, low-cost wealth building. Get your copy of the 15-day blueprint for wealth and financial autonomy and join a group of like-minded investors who prioritize long-term gains over short-term trends. Link is in the description. Alright, let's get into it. The mathematical proof. Let's start with the numbers. Because the numbers don't lie. And the numbers are brutal. A study from the Bank for International Settlements analyzed millions of retail investors across 95 countries. They looked at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and thousands of altcoins. And here's what they found. 73% of retail investors lost money on their crypto trades. Not broke even, not made a little, lost money, 73%, but that's just trades. When they looked at people who held altcoins, the small coins, the meme coins, the diamonds in the rough, the numbers were even worse. 95%. 95% of altcoin investors lost money. That's 19 out of 20 people. Now, let's look at why. Because this is where it gets really interesting. Crypto is a zero-sum game. Actually, it's worse than zero-sum. It's negative-sum. Because every trade has fees. And those fees go to the exchanges. The miners. The validators. The middlemen. Here's the math. When you buy a coin, someone else is selling it. When you sell, someone else is buying. For every winner, there's a loser. That's zero-sum. But then you add the fees. The exchange takes a cut. The network takes a cut. That money leaves the system entirely. So for every dollar that goes into crypto, less than $1 comes out. That's negative sum. Now, who's on the other side of your trades? Who's selling when you're buying? Who's buying when you're selling? Part of it is other retail investors. People like you. People who are trying to time the market, just like you. You're gambling against each other. And neither of you has an edge. But part of it is professionals. Market makers. High-frequency traders. Whales. People with better information, better technology, better access. People who are playing a different game than you are. And the exchanges? They're not playing at all. They're just taking their cut. Every trade. Win or lose. They make money. That's why they're the house. And the house always wins. The casino analogy. Let me give you an analogy that might help. Crypto is a casino. The exchanges are the house. And you're a tourist who wandered in off the street. The house doesn't care if you win or lose. They make money either way. Every spin of the slot machine, every hand of blackjack, every roll of the dice, the house takes a percentage. That's how they stay in business. That's how they pay for the chandeliers and the free drinks and the fancy hotels. The same is true for crypto. Every trade, the exchange takes a fee. Every transaction, the network takes a fee. Every time you move money, someone takes a cut. The house always wins. Now, here's the thing about casinos. Some people win. A few people win big. You hear about them. The guy who hit the jackpot on a penny slot. The woman who turned $50 into $50,000 at the roulette table. You hear those stories because they're exciting. Because they give people hope. What you don't hear about are the 95% of people who lose. The people who came in with their rent money and left with nothing. The people who chased their losses and lost even more. The people who thought they had a system and then went broke. That's crypto. For every person who made $1 million on Dogecoin, there are 19 people who lost everything on some random altcoin. You just don't hear about them. They don't post their losses on Instagram. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, but crypto isn't gambling. It's investing. There's technology. There's utility. There's a future. And look, maybe blockchain technology will change the world. Maybe Bitcoin will become digital gold. Maybe Ethereum will be the backbone of Web3. But here's the thing. Even if all of that is true, it doesn't mean you should be trading crypto. It doesn't mean you should be buying and selling altcoins based on TikTok videos. It doesn't mean you should be trying to time the market. Because here's what most people don't realize. Investing and trading are not the same thing. Investing is buying and holding. Trading is buying and selling. Investing is long-term. Trading is short-term. Investing is based on fundamentals. Trading is based on speculation. And for almost everyone, trading is a losing game. The data is clear. 95% of day traders lose money. 95% of crypto traders lose money. The odds are against you. They're mathematically against you. And no amount of hopium is going to change that. The psychology of the pump. This is where it gets really interesting. Because the reason people lose money in crypto isn't just math. It's psychology. And the people running the crypto casinos understand psychology better than you do. Let's talk about the pump. You've seen it. A coin comes out of nowhere. It's up 200%. Then 500. Then 1,000. People on Twitter are talking about it. Your friends are talking about it. You feel like you're missing out. You buy in. Not a lot. Just a little. $100. 500. 1,000. And it keeps going up. You're making money. You feel smart. You buy more. Then it stops. It starts going down. You tell yourself it's just a dip. You buy more. It goes down more. You buy more. Then the crash comes. 50%, 70%, 90%. You panic. You sell. You lose. What happened? You got played. You were the exit liquidity. The people who bought early, the insiders, the whales, the influencers, they sold to you. They took your money and ran. Here's how it works. Someone creates a coin. It's worthless. But they promote it. They pay influencers to tweet about it. They create a Telegram group. They create hype. They create FOMO. The price goes up. People buy in. The early buyers sell. The price crashes. The late buyers lose. That's not investing. That's a pump and dump. And it's illegal in the stock market. But in crypto, it's Tuesday. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, I'm smart. I wouldn't fall for that. And maybe you wouldn't, but here's the thing. You don't have to fall for a pump and dump to lose money. You just have to be on the wrong side of a trade. And with crypto, that's incredibly easy. Because crypto doesn't have fundamentals. It doesn't have earnings. It doesn't have revenue. It doesn't have a P/E ratio. It doesn't have a balance sheet. All it has is hype. And hype is fickle. Hype can turn off in a second. And when it does, the price crashes. The exchanges always win. Let's talk about the exchanges. Because the exchanges are the real winners in crypto. And they're not even trying to hide it. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, they make money on every trade. Every single trade. Whether Bitcoin goes up or down, they make money. Whether you win or lose, they make money. They're the house. And the house always wins. In 2021, at the peak of the bull market, Coinbase made over $7 billion in revenue. $7 billion. Binance made even more. They're not gambling. They're collecting tolls. And they're not just collecting tolls. They're also trading against you. Many exchanges have their own trading desks. They're taking the other side of your trades. When you buy, they might be selling. When you sell, they might be buying. They have more information, better technology, and deeper pockets. You're not competing against other retail investors. You're competing against professionals. Now, here's what most people don't realize. The exchanges also control the information. They list new coins. They delist coins. They announce partnerships. They make decisions that move markets. And they can use that information to trade ahead of you. Is that legal? In traditional finance, no. That's insider trading. In crypto, there are no rules. There's no SEC. There's no oversight. It's the Wild West. And in the Wild West, the people with the guns win. The real story, let me tell you about someone I know. Let's call him Marcus. Marcus was smart. He was a software engineer. He understood blockchain technology better than most people. He'd been in crypto since 2017. He'd seen the cycles. He knew the risks. In 2020, he started trading. Not just buying and holding. Trading. He was making money. A lot of money. He quit his job. He became a full-time crypto trader. He bought a house. He bought a car. He started telling everyone he was a genius. Then 2022 happened. The market crashed. He was leveraged. He was using borrowed money to amplify his gains. And when the market turned, those gains turned into losses. Big losses. He lost everything. The house. The car. His savings. His retirement. Everything. He came to me and said, I thought I was smart. I thought I had an edge. But I was just gambling. I was just lucky. And when my luck ran out, I lost. Marcus is back at work now. Software engineering. He's rebuilding. But he lost 10 years of wealth in 6 months. 10 years. Gone. And here's the thing. Marcus is one of the smartest people I know. If it could happen to him, it could happen to anyone. The better way now. I'm not saying you should avoid crypto entirely. I'm not saying Bitcoin isn't interesting. I'm not saying blockchain technology has no future. What I'm saying is that trading crypto is a losing game for almost everyone. The math is against you. The psychology is against you. The house always wins. But there is a better way. If you believe in crypto, if you think Bitcoin is the future, then buy Bitcoin. A small amount, 5% of your portfolio. 10% if you're really bullish. And then hold it for years. Not months. Not weeks. Years. Don't trade it. Don't try to time the market. Don't buy altcoins. Don't chase pumps. Just buy and hold. And forget about it. That's not gambling. That's investing. It's still speculative. It's still risky. But it's not trading. And the odds are much better. Better yet, put your money in index funds. The S&P 500. Total stock market. Low cost, diversified, proven. Over the long term, the stock market has returned about 10% a year. That's not a meme coin pumping 1,000%. But it's also not a meme coin crashing 90%. Slow and steady wins the race. It's not exciting. It's not sexy. It doesn't get you likes on Instagram. But it works. It's worked for 100 years. And it will work for the next 100. The action plan, alright, so you're convinced. You want to stop gambling and start investing. But how? Here's the action plan. Step 1. Take your losses. If you're in crypto and you're down, take the loss. Sell. Get out. Don't chase. Don't hope for a recovery. Don't double down. Just take the loss and move on. This is hard. It feels like failure. But it's not failure. It's learning. And the sooner you learn, the sooner you can start building real wealth. Step 2. Stop looking at your phone. If you're checking your crypto prices more than once a day, you're not investing. You're gambling. Investing is boring. You check once a month, maybe once a quarter. If you're checking every hour, you're addicted. And addiction is expensive. Step 3. Put your money in index funds. Open a Vanguard account. Or Fidelity. Or Schwab. Put your money in VDSAX, or VU, or any low-cost total market index fund. Set up automatic contributions. And forget about it. Step 4. Ignore the hype. Crypto influencers are not your friends. They're making money from your attention. They're making money from your trades. They're making money from your FOMO. Ignore them. Unfollow them. Your financial future is too important to leave to influencers. Step 5. Focus on what you can control. You can't control crypto prices. You can't control market cycles. You can't control what Elon Musk tweets. But you can control your savings rate. You can control your spending. You can control your asset allocation. Focus on what you can control. Ignore the rest. Closing, I really hope this video brought you some value today. If it did, comment more down below. I'm reading through those to decide what topics to cover next, so definitely let me know if you want more of this. Look, here's the bottom line. Crypto is a casino. The exchanges are the house. And the house always wins. 95% of altcoin investors lose money. That's not bad luck. That's math. That's design. That's the system working exactly the way it's supposed to work. You can keep gambling. You can keep hoping. You can keep chasing the next pump. Or you can stop. You can take your losses. You can put your money in index funds. You can build real wealth. Slowly, steadily, surely. The choice is yours. But don't say nobody warned you. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.